Everyone has at least one game they played in their childhood, one that they'll always remember playing and loving as a little kid. It could have been a bad game, it could have been a good game, but at that tender age, you don't really care what you're playing. Well, I used to love that Pixar movie, The Incredibles, and when I heard the game was coming out, I just couldn't wait to get my hands on it. Well, eventually I did, and I loved the game and spent many long hours trying to beat it. But after picking it up again recently, I found it just wasn't as great as I remembered. And honestly, I was surprised. How could I have enjoyed this game before? It's not like anyone else did. The game was consistently getting bad review scores. Guess my standards have gotten higher. So the first thing I have to note about the game is the box art itself. The back's okay. I mean, at least you have some screenshots. But on the front, all you get is their hero insignia. Really? It doesn't tell me anything about the game. And if you've never seen the movie, you're clueless as to what to expect. I guess the insignia is appropriate, but I still see a lot of laziness there. And believe me, that's not a good sign of what's to come. The menus look okay, and when you start the first level, it doesn't look too bad. The load times are decent, and while you're waiting, there's even this little map of the area the level takes place in. Not surprisingly, in the first level, you take control of Mr. Incredible in a beat-em-up style platforming level. As a matter of fact, all of his levels are like that, except for the bosses, of course. Also, I have to say, for a GameCube game, these graphics aren't half bad, and capture the look and feel of the movie. Also, the sounds and animations work well, but as for the gameplay itself, well, it's just subpar. Just speaking in general, the game allows the player to control 4 different characters: Mr. Incredible, Mrs. Incredible, or Elastigirl, Dash, and Violet. Each have different powers and each have levels that are designed differently. Mr. Incredible has super strength, Elastigirl can stretch her body, Violet can turn invisible, and Dash has super speed. So back to the first level, where you play as Mr. Incredible. From the second you start trying to control the guy, a voice comes into the game and basically says, "So what are you waiting for? Oh right, you have no idea what to do." It's like it's teasing you or something. And is that really necessary? But then the voice goes on to tell you what to do, which is fine, until it tells you how to use your special move called the Incredipunch, and it tells you about your energy bar, which measures your Incredipower. So you see what I mean with the laziness here? Incredipunch, Incredipower? I'm actually surprised they didn't call it the Incredigame. Anyways, the first level is pretty basic, just beating up bad guys and advancing. And next we have Elastigirl's levels, which again are in a beat-em-up platforming style, but here you can use your stretchy abilities to spicing up the combat. You still do all the same sorts of moves as Mr. Incredible, but here it just feels better than just punching at least. Next up are Dash's levels and Violet's levels. Dash's levels play out like a racing game, dodge all of the obstacles and you'll be fine, but hit one and you're back to the last checkpoint. Now this wouldn't be such a big problem if Dash could actually stop, but you can only slow down to about 60 or so miles per hour, so you can bet that his levels will take some practice. Also, his turning feels very loose and there's some delay in the jumping. Also, these are the levels where I ran into the most glitches with the game, and there's a lot of them everywhere. Violet's levels aren't much better. They play out like stealth missions, and you have to use your invisibility power to get by guards. The catch is that you can only stay invisible for about 10 seconds, and on top of that, the guards start shooting if you even move a leaf. So Violet's levels are by far the most frustrating, and this is where I had the toughest time as a little kid. Now after hearing all that, just pretend that this game has nothing to do with the Incredibles movie, and it's just a game with characters we haven't met before. So underneath that cinematic exterior, it's still just an average platformer that tries to do too many things at once. And unless you're under 8 years old, it won't have much of an impact. Overall, I'd say skip this game. Its controls are awkward, and there's a lack of effort and polish everywhere you look. However, if you enjoyed the movie and are in desperate need of a 3D platformer, then look no further than The Incredibles.
See ya.